Because every athlete deserves to be treated like a pro. Henry Ford Sports Medicine.
At Michigan First Mortgage, we believe a home is more than just four walls. It's endless possibilities, where relationships are strengthened and next steps are taken. It's a place to call your very own, where you can create new traditions and welcome family with open arms. And at Michigan First, it's at the heart of everything we do. Let us help you discover the possibilities of home.
From our very first breath, curiosity is why we question everything through barrages of whys and how comes. It now needs the tools to will its vision into existence. Tools that will forever allow curiosity to obscure the line between technology and magic. Be curious. Make magic. Lawrence Technological University.
Chevy Silverado has what it takes to do it all. With a TurboMax engine and a 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Any truck can help you make a living. This one helps you build a life. Chevy Silverado.
Or GM employees with a current eligible lease can get this Silverado for $299 a month. Chevy drives the Motor City. Visit ChevyDetroit.com.
Welcome to the Farm in the Hills as we are into the final weekends of 2023. The Blue Devils Nation is getting an early Christmas present in the form of a hockey doubleheader right here on the Lawrence Tech Sports Network. First one of the night. It is Game 2 of a two-game series between the Ducks of Oregon and the Blue Devils of LTU. Lawrence Tech took Game 1 last night by a final of 7-0. They look for their first two-game sweep since the sweep of U of M Dearborn early on within the season just this past month. Same goalies as last night. Lawrence Tech trying to get an early chance as Hofteaser was knocked down along the boards. Barnish on the reversal from behind the net. Towards the front, Barnish and Peterson will get an early save. As Rodney Peterson III gave up 7 goals yesterday. On an average, he was giving up just about 3 per game. His average did go up from 3.43 to 3.77. Another face-off from the right wing. Taken away by Micah Glass. Out comes Tomei. Got it around Hannon and able to put it back towards neutral zone. A dump in from center ice. Ian Kuntz with the pickup. Pass center ice. Kuntz all the way over for Cesarini. Low shot in. Save made by Peterson. Nearby that blue line, puck is pinned up, but squirted free by Hubenschmidt. On the breakaway. Slick shot, save made by Tomei, and he is able to slide away off the shot of Brzezowski. Another chance and just went wide. Picked up by Hubenschmidt. Wrapped around the boards. Stopped at the blue line, and sticks were really flying the way. The official had to get out of the way. Another pin up. Andres sends it over. Cutting in front on the chance. Tomei again comes way out, and he's able to send it back around near by the shoulder. Meyer to the point, all the way across. Quick shot, save made, and Tomei gets pummeled as there's still a loose puck, but the play was already blown dead. Lawrence Tech trying to put an argument of a late penalty. Shot was put in by Cormac Grebe, and he was not in the game yesterday. Wearing the number 9 compared to the normal of his number 80. First chance for Tomei as he makes 2 saves within the last 2 minutes. 18:05 left to go. Face off from the left wing. Picked away by Caden Hemme. Sends it off the glass. Puck is bouncing around, but taking it across the blue line was Nicholas Slayton, and now dump it in on the backhand. Sample off the boards. Picked up by Hickson. Holston, rather. Another big pile up along the boards. Both these teams are really going after each other compared to last night. Lawrence Tech was trying to take off a little bit of frustration after the split of the series against Cleary, as Tomei will have another save, and there's some more tussling going on after the fact. And for Oregon, they're trying to take a little bit of frustration out of what the season has been so far. Coming in, playing only their 11th game, and with a now 3-7 record, as they sit at last place, right behind Alabama. And now they're going to issue a double penalty here. The 2 players involved in that skirmish. So this will be 4-on-4 for the first couple of for the first penalties of the game. Ian Kuntz is in the box for Lawrence Tech, and Nicholas Mitchell is in the box for the Ducks. Oregon had 4 different power plays last night, all squandered, and then giving up a shorthanded goal in the process to Lawrence Tech, courtesy of Themo Ive, and now Hofteaser. Reversed in on the pressure. Given away, this is Tobin Fix. He was not also part of the game last night. A big hit in open ice. Fix, after not playing last night, really delivered and laid out Johan Palmquist. Palmquist, a big man to really keep out of the mix, as that shot was deflected in front by Minchin. Knocked down by Barnish nearby the neutral zone, and a huge hip check and an extra hit to boot. These teams are really throwing the bodies around as this ricochet is going to come into the crease. Swatted over for Sample. He'll send it across the boards to Hemme. A whiff on the pass. He's able to dump it off, though. And now a long law pass hit off to the boards, and now it's a race for it. But this is going to be an offsides. Arthur Corbin did not realize that the puck had already crossed the blue line, so this faceoff was going to be back within the LTU offensive zone and the Ducks defensive zone. As we mentioned, a few more different bodies out there this time around for the Oregon Ducks. And as for head coach Jackson Hyman, spoke with him yesterday before the game, said that a few guys are just going to sit this one out. Definitely see the big bodies around, and another huge hit in open ice. That time it was Garrett Sample laying out Arthur Corbin. Sample will pick it up. Another dump in. Under 30 seconds remaining to go in this 4-on-4. Dumped in by Matevi on a bounce, just nearby the crease. Chapetta trying to advance it forward. It's going to be picked up by Glass. 4-on-4 is over. Both teams are now back to full strength. From behind, and a quick chance, and it goes through on a deflection. Lawrence Set grabs the early lead, 1-0. And it is Nick Chapetta. Just right after both teams were up to full strength, Nick Chapetta found the back of the net, and it appears that Rodney Peterson was a bit blindsided and blocked in front. For Chapetta, that is his first goal of the season, and only his 7th game that he's played this year. So the Blue Devils trying to keep going what they left off last night. They had 3 goals in the first period, 2 in the second, and 2 in the third. And for Chapetta, able to contribute, more guys off the bench. Brzezowski dumping it in on a wild ricochet off the boards, and another hit behind. Chapetta, who scored the goal, just got really eaten up on the backside by Nathan Hanton. Pillay is able to reverse it on the backhand, picked up by Matevi. He'll do a reversal of his own before he's hit hard by Glass. These Oregon Ducks are really throwing their bodies around, but this is going to be a high stick called. Hunter Voiles is going to be called for the high stick and try to advance it forward. So this faceoff is going to be from the left wing in the Duck zone. 14:25 left to go. I want to remind you that after this game tonight at 8 p.m., it will be the women's to finish off the year in what has been a very memorable year for Lawrence Tech Athletics. 2 national championships, a lot of brand new record holders, brand new additions to talent, and a lot of bright futures to come for some programs. Palmquist to Cesarini. That one got through, but it was blocked. Oregon was temporarily offsides, but they waved it off since Lawrence Tech was going to have temporary possession. Palmquist back again to Cesarini. An advanced pass up They got through, but this is going to be not an icing. It was waved off at the last moment. Hubenschmidt was able to keep possession moving forward. Back to the point. Sample, a wrist shot. Save made by Peterson. Charlie Mayer, got cut in front of his stick, wrapped it around the boards, and too far ahead for Andres, and now he'll be on the retreat. Oregon in the midst of a change. Lawrence Tech with a half-line change. Stopped at center ice by Sample. Dumped off, sent in by Bland around the boards. Loose pickup on a deflection. Puck was up there for a little while. Came back down by Slayton. A good pass between the legs. Here's Slayton again. Save is made by Tomei, and he'll dump it off to Hemme. Lawrence Tech with a full line change. Slayton again will do a dump in. A rolling puck, this time to the boards. Matevi all the way across. Another good pass by Ward, and then a good kick pass by Hickson. Sets up Holston. His shot is just wide. It was actually blocked in front. And the puck is up for grabs, and it's going to be into the mitt of Peterson. First long sequence of this game so far. For as it stands, it still remains 1-0 in favor of Lawrence Tech. Shot in towards the net was just wide. Mitchell took a hit from Ward. Esposito's pass is way wide, and now comes Peterson trying to beat Barnish to the spot, and he will so. The Ducks with a half-line change as Peterson may have saved and avoided disaster, but Tomei nearly had his own disaster as that one was tipped and out into the netting. We saw that a lot last night where Tomei would come outside of the cage and outside of the crease to try to clear a pass with a wrap around the boards. And we saw at the end of the first period in the game last night in which Ian Kuntz deliberately caused an interference penalty to save a potential goal. And for Tomei, he's making his 18th appearance of the year. And we get an illegal shift off the faceoff, so we'll have to redo it. Once again from the right wing. Won by the Ducks. Andres will wrap it around the backside. They got through Hubenschmidt. Voiles is on the chase along with Cesarini. Palmquist delivered a hit. Brzezowski able to advance up the glass. Back to Brzezowski. A dump off. Voiles, his shot was deflected in front. Palmquist from behind the cage. Glass with some great pressure, able to pin up Palmquist. Now squirted free by I. To the point. Andres, his wrist shot was blocked in front by I, and we regain it. Long pass up off the stick of Kuntz. A bit of a setup. Two players crashing in for Lawrence Tech. It'll be a Lawrence Tech possession as they wait for the Blue Devils to get back on side. Here's Chiappetta, who has the one goal. Dumps it into the shoulder, wrapped around the boards. And once again, the scoreboards here have been shut off. And they'll keep playing. A bit of a dump off into the middle. And Tomei has it right in the 5-hole, and he'll hold on to it. for the moment, the scoreboards were shut off because the system jammed. So now they'll have to discuss with the officials how much time was taken off. It says 11:35 left to go in this first period. That's basically happened almost all the games so far here at Farmington Hills Ice Arena. But for Lawrence Tech, if they were to hold on and to win tonight, it would be their fourth sweep of a two-game series this year, and their first since November the 17th and the 18th. So they decided to take almost a whole minute off. It's now 10:13 left to go here in this first period. And for Oregon, right after this game, they'll be on the road immediately because tomorrow afternoon they'll be taking on the Broncos of Western Michigan. Their face-off won, and on a redirect, it nearly just went by. A big hit along the doors, almost where the Zamboni comes out. Really rocked the boards. Off teaser. He had a goal last night. Long pass. It got past the blue line, so the Blue Devils will have to be on retreat. On the redirect to Meyer. Try to get it through a couple of defenders. Palmquist able to advance it up, but this will be our first icing of the night, and it goes against Lawrence Tech, and it will be going back into the LTU zone. 9.5 left to go. And that win last night, a 7-0 win, all the way across the Grebe. His shot in went wide. A redirect towards the middle. Henningsgaard, another save made by Tomei. Henningsgaard nearly got it through, but he gets it right back. Oregon still on the high-pressure offensive approach. Another chance. Sladen, save made by Tomei. And all the while that was happening, James Gagnon was heading off the ice, was favoring his midsection, or a hand rather, so we wish him the best. Another faceoff from the right wing. 9:03 left to go. And we got a bit of an update for you as the systems here at Farmington Hills, as Tomei again really throwing caution to the wind, trying to clear it out from behind his own cage. Got to Hubenschmidt. He takes a huge hit in front of the Oregon bench. Crashing is Pittman. Incoming Micah Glass. Glass, his best chance was last night, and a save was made by Tomei. A hit along the boards on Hickson. Loose puck up for grabs, and again, Glass is there to get the pickup. Sends it along for Voiles. Got through Hannon, picked up by Palmquist. To the middle, Rosowski, save made by Tomei. Tomei has really squandered off the best chances of Oregon as they've been piling on. Andres, his shot, and off the blocker of Tomei that time. Rosowski from behind the net. And he got on through. This is not going to be an icing as Lawrence Tech's in the midst of a change, but to finish the update on the systems here at the arena, it turns out the wiring will often get frozen and therefore not be in operating conditions, and And for the arena here in Farmington Hills, they do look to replace and make the system a little bit more efficient going forward. So instead of jamming, it's just basically an operator interval due to the cold temperatures here on the ice. Seven minutes left to go in the first period. Barnish on the retreat. And a bad pass nearly taken away. Chiappetta, who has that one goal, is able to move it forward. Now Hofteaser. Behind the cage for Pelé. He's pressured by Kemper. In the middle, nearly taken away there by Barnish. Dumped in. Chiappetta is able to reverse it. Too far for Ward. Got through with Baer. Advanced up off the stick of Pelé. Kemper is able to dump it in as the Ducks were in the midst of a line change of their own. This is going to be a penalty coming up, and it is going to be issued immediately for the Slash. And a few choice words coming from Charlie Meyer, who's going to be issued the penalty. So from 4-on-4, this could be the first true two power play of the game, and it goes to Lawrence Tech and on the power play this year. We saw one power play goal last night. 52nd power play opportunity for Lawrence Tech this year. They have put in 14 power play goals, much to the dismay of the 73 percentile penalty kill. Towards the middle, got through. In the middle for Bland, a dump off, a tight window shot, but an easy save there for Peterson as Hofteaser was looking through the tight window. So, but to finish off the quote, twice tonight, the Scores Des has had to both unplug and replug in the systems here for the scoreboards, so that way they get proper warmth and therefore in operating temperatures. Palmquist, low shot, and Peterson will glove it. Palmquist sends it across for Kuntz. Backhanded along the backside. Pittman off the skates. Hofteaser able to take a hip check. Palmquist will send it in and right past Kuntz off his stick and into the midsection of Peterson. A minute 15 left to go in the Blue Devils power play. Both teams with a half line change apiece. Barnish off the face-off. His shot was high. Ward from behind the net towards the middle again. Another chance, but a bouncing puck just got by Pelé. Make that eye, rather. Barnish leads it towards the middle, and an open chance, but Ward cannot put the stick on it. Matevi gives it to Ward. Ward, a wrist shot. Save was made, and the rebound was swatted away by Liam Baird. A full line change now for the Ducks. I will hold things up as 30 seconds are left on the Blue Devils power play. Cutting in front of Pelé. Ward, here by the slot. Matevi thought about it. Barnish to Matevi again. Here by the slot. Barnish crashing in. His shot was blocked in front by Mitchell. This will be a good penalty kill for the Ducks. Oregon back to full strength. Lawrence Tech still with possession. tight window for I, and the save was made by Peterson, and there's a few more extracurriculars afterwards as the helmet goes flying. So we will see if more penalties are going to be issued after the cause. It's almost like that tight window when you think everything is cleared out for the moment, right after a penalty's over, 4-on-4, and all of a sudden something happens. In the case of Lawrence Tech, just a few seconds after the 4-on-4, Chiappetta was able to put in the 1 goal. So no penalties are issued. 4:07 left to go. Face-off is won by Lawrence Tech. Palmquist, his shot was deflected, and it goes into the netting. And our knockdown. Andres and Priest having a few words. Both these teams right now just trying to get the upper edge. Oregon trying to get back on a win streak. And for Lawrence Tech, trying to avenge of that series split against Cleary. And at this point, it's both these teams who wants it more. Willing to fight tooth and nail for it. The officials keeping a close eye on Henry Andres and Brendan Priest, as those were the two involved with the skirmish after the whistle blew. A hip check by Palmquist. Advance up to Pittman. He had a goal last night. Trying to look for another, blocked in front. A rebound try on the backhand went wide. And that was actually Liam Bland, rather. Taken away by Brzezowski. Full head of steam, dumped it off inside to Hannon. His shot was off the leg, and a save was made by Pittman. Another chance, knocked down by the hand of Kuntz. A lead pass was cut in front by Sample, but he left it open. Here's Glass. Shot was deflected off the stick of Hemme. The one-on-one defense for Lawrence Tech has been very stellar the last game, along with tonight as well, as we approach 3 minutes left to go in this first period. Off the boards to Holston. Took a hit after he passed it. Fixed. There to pick it up. 1 man out for Lawrence Tech. This one gets through. That wraparound pass was knocked down by Sladen, and now a miss by Corbin. Kept in by Mitchell. And we're going to get an illegal hand motion, and this is going to go to the side of Lawrence Tech, as the faceoff will be in the Duck zone. .224 left to go. Faceoff is won by Oregon. A bounce pass is up for grabs. Sending it in was Chiappetta, who has the 1 goal for the Blue Devils thus far. That one got through Corbin. It's still up for grabs, and Chiappetta again is able to dump it in. Here's Grebe. Through traffic and an easy takeaway for the moment. Not before Bradley Scott, in his first appearance of this series, was able to put the stick in there. And now a half line change, and getting knocked down was Voiles as he lost his handle on it. Kuntz puts it over for Palmquist. Off the boards, but too far in front for Hofteaser. A reversal back by Kuntz over to Barnish. Griffin mentioned applying the pressure. Dump off pass was not made, but advanced up. Barnish, he had 2 on the night. He gets knocked down, and that's going to be an easy grab right there for Peterson as Barnish got double teamed on his way in. We're under a minute left to go. It's 54.3 seconds left. Other action for Lawrence Tech Athletics today. Both basketball teams are on the road to Ann Arbor. They've taken on the Cardinals of Concordia. Winning the faceoff on the reversal inside. It was made by Peterson as Cesarini was trying to find the back of the net. Only about 9 seconds took off of that faceoff. Faceoff is won by the Ducks. Cutting his way in, a shot in, saved by Tomei. Liam Bard trying to even up the score. Off Cesarini, back to I, once more again. I's shot just went high. Themawai had the shorthanded goal yesterday. Final seconds are ticking down. Baird with a final dump in. That should put the final touches on it. Both these teams are really throwing caution to the wind. Bodies are flying, sticks are flying. It's all highly competitive, and it results in a 1-0 lead for Lawrence Tech on the goal by Nick Chiappetta. And that is the result after one period of play. We head into our first intermission. We'll be right back on the Lawrence Tech Sports Network. The first 20 minutes of this contest was beyond physical. And by physical, I mean everybody was throwing their bodies around at everybody, trying to get the upper hand. And the result of all that was a 1-0 finish of that period for Lawrence Tech, put in by the goal of Nicholas Chiappetta. So now another 20 minutes as we begin our second period. Face-off is won by the Blue Devils. Caden Hemme puts it off the boards. Still up for grabs in neutral zone. Wrapped around the boards by Kemper. To the point, a skate advancement, but picked up by Slayton. Reversed off the boards by Hickson. Tomei thought about it, but thought better of it. Slayton sends it towards the net, but was blocked in front on a big hit. The hits will just keep on coming between these two teams. Out in front, Hickson, he'll loft it in high behind the cage as Lawrence Tech was in the midst of a line change. Fix will send it off the boards, put back, and sent back in by Holston. Pillay tried to send it towards the middle, but Peterson was able to swat it back. Palmquist in front of the blue line to Barnish, but way too wide for Priest. Brzezowski sent it off the glass. It's going to be picked up by Ian Kuntz. That one got by. This is going to be a penalty for the high stick. Henry Andres, as he got right on the face mask of Drake Barnish. So second power play coming up for Lawrence Tech. 53rd overall this year. Lawrence Tech converted on a power play goal in the game yesterday. Ducks were able to kill off the first penalty, and they'll have to do it early on here in the second. Puck is pinned up behind the net. Really stuck in on the skates. Puck was on its side, and it continues to be stuck up. Voiles is really putting his body on there to keep everybody along the boards. Pittman. Bland back to Pittman. Blocked by Mitch on the pass attempt, picked up by Palmquist. To Bland. To the point, Coots, slap shot. It was high of the net. On the rebound, Bland could not put a stick on it. Voiles did. Off teaser. Off the screen. Gives way. A cross pass. Bland sent it towards the net, looking for a ricochet, but Voiles was able to put it down. Shot in was off the skates, and that was picked up. Brzezowski. Full head of steam. A shorthanded try, if you will, in towards the middle again, and not able to get a stick on him was Micah Glass. Lawrence Tech got a shorthanded goal in the game last night. Oregon tried to do the same. Back and forth. Back to Palmquist. A cross pass. Themoi will send it in towards the middle off the stick of Barnish. Was cleared out for the moment, but kept in front of the blue line. Trying to wrap it around, trying to almost throw it over the net. And that one's cleared away. 20 seconds, under 20 seconds rather, now down to 15. Ducks are looking to squander off the second power play for Lawrence Tech. Lawrence Tech was offsides. Second penalty kill for Oregon in this game. This is going to be an icing. Third icing called against Lawrence Tech. There's only been 3 icings, and they've all been on LTU for the most part. A face-off from the left wing. Up ahead, Liam Baird. He got a big hit in open ice. There's been a lot of good, clean, open ice hit. Matevi was sent it across the boards, but stopped at the line by Grebe. Hofties are able to maintain possession after he had to go for a double team. Picked up in the neutral zone by Pittman. Too far up. In the middle, Blanche, save made, and it got through Peterson. Went right for the crease. Looking for a cross path. Picked up by Maher. Hofties are able to pick up his own possession. Cross feed to Kuntz. Over to Pittman. Had a wide open slot. He takes the shot, and a save made by Peterson, and that one's cleared away for the moment. The Ducks will have a full line change. Lawrence Tech trying to work quickly to catch him off guard. Kuntz had a chance. Now Bland, and he got double teamed, and it's taken away by Grebe. No icing called. Tomei did not get a lot on that backhand. Off-teaser took a big hit. Andres with a dump in. 15 minutes left to go in this period. Getting knocked down was the official and Themo I. A good stop in his tracks was Pelé. Cesarini to advance it up. Voiles pressured by Hubenschmidt. Esposito cutting in front. And then a centering pass, but nobody home. And good alertness there by Jacob Holston to go back on sides, as the whole bench was basically yelling right at him. Sample in front of the Oregon bench. Dumped into the shoulder. Henningsgaard send it towards the middle again. A deflection. Puck is loose. Swatted back towards the left wing. Into the neutral zone. Gagnon trying to send it back. Now working his way in, Bradley Scott. Scott took a big hit by Fix. Still maintains the possession. Picked up by Gagnon. A long pass, or a long shot rather, and it took a bounce. Tomei had to go down with the legs. Hickson able to avoid and deliver a big hit in open ice. Pittman sent it back to Hofteaser. Picked up by Sladen. Matevi, his dump-in try went right into the LTU bench. So we'll see where they align this face-off. Face-off won by the Blue Devils. A long feed pass up. Bland. He'll wrap it around the boards. Over to Pittman. Pittman all the way across. Went right through the crease. Ward will send it in on a bounce. It took a double ricochet. Hofteaser with a wraparound. And could not get it in. Peterson with the leg save. And now another chance. Pittman on a double team. This is going to be a penalty coming up here. We'll see who it is addressed to. And it appears to be against Lawrence Tech. Pittman and Brzezowski having a few words on the way, and it appears actually to be against Brzezowski, and he'll be heading into the box. So for the third time tonight, it'll be a power play for Lawrence Tech. The Ducks have been able to squander off both penalties so far, one earlier in this period. All the way across. Slap shot was deflected in front. A tight window again. Peterson was able to advance it out. Once again leaves it off. A shot in, saved by Peterson. Pelé tried to get it in. Cleared away by Strageos. Long feed pass. Pelé. It was ricocheted off his skate and goes past the blue line. It's heavy with the pickup. It's heavy analyzing all of his options. Feeds it up. And this is going to be an icing, though. It's a rare icing on a power play, in which Lawrence Tech did not want to have. So the faceoff is going to go back into the Blue Devil zone. A minute and 7 seconds left to go in the power play. Lawrence Tech power play percentage not at the bust within their own league at 27.5%. Even though that one power play goal in the game yesterday really helped out the cause. 0 for 2 tonight. To the backside for I. Towards the middle again, was looking for Ward and could not get the shot off. Now we got Frumatevi. Here's Sladen. One-on-one. Save made by Tomei. Oregon looking for a shorthanded goal. A backhanded try. Tomei again. He'll reverse it around the cage. The Ducks, for the second time tonight, have been able to put on a shorthanded shot. Over to Bland. Towards the middle in the slot. And that one just went high and wide. Pittman to the point for Palmquist. Back to Pittman. A cross-feed pass. Kuntz. Long shot was deflected in front. And that pass went to nowhere. 10 seconds left of the power play, but it appears that the Ducks will squander off a third. Bland, shot save made. No rebound chance, and the Ducks will squander off a third power play against Lawrence Tech. Now for the moment, Pittman towards the middle, and not getting the shot off was Hofteaser. It was a good open look chance. Loose puck, and now it's a race. Here comes Tomei. He's able to swat it away. Fix. Shot in. That one went high. Hannon now, or make that Mitchell. Wraps it around the boards. Nobody home in green to take it on the cross pass. And this again was going to be an icing, the fifth icing that's been called against Lawrence Tech in this game. These dumping feeds, to the Blue Devils' credit, they've been clean for the most part so far, but third time in this period that the icing has been called. Face-off was originally won by Oregon, but now here's the chance. Here's Hubenschmidt. One-on-one. Got for the backhand, but it went high. Probably trying to get another chance. He got knocked down from behind by Brzezowski. And now another huge hit on the ice. These Oregon players are really throwing caution to the wind. A bad pass. Brzezowski with the pickup. He's got speed. A cross-feed pass. Hannon, his shot. Save made by Tomei. Open chance again. Here's Bardish on the other side. Towards the middle. Nobody home. Matevi trying to move it forward. Brzezowski able to send it out. Here's Sladen again. Sladen across the middle. Another save by Tomei. Brett Tomei has had to work really hard. Both times by Nicholas Sladen. This first time around it was a shorthanded try. But in the last couple of minutes, both these teams have had plenty of open opportunity shots just to go to squander. Especially the one-on-one chance for Hubenschmidt. And his backhanded shot just went high over the net. Towards the middle again. Nobody home for the Ducks. And for the sixth time tonight, it's not going to be an icing. They wave it off the last minute. But this time around, and this will be an icing. First one against Oregon. Lawrence Tech caught a bit of a break right there. It almost looked more than likely it was going to be an icing coming on this end of the ice. I mean, at the last moment, the line judge waved it off. So icings are now 5-1. Off the face-off. Hofteaser wraps around. Save made by Peterson. It's a race for the puck. Left open. Henningsgaard. Save made by Tomei. And another rebound and another save by Brett Tomei. The Ducks are trying to throw everything that they have, and Brett Tomei is there to squander it. Henningsgaard with the first chance, and then James Gagnon with the second and possible third chance. 8:14 left to go, and what has been a very good physical back-and-forth matchup this time around in this period. A lot of sequences, a lot of transitions, and a lot of fast break opportunities and a lot of open shots. Dumped in towards the middle, and Peterson was able to swat it away with the stick. Tomei coming way out from the crease, left it wide open. Very dangerous, but he was able to clear it off to center ice. Priest, and taken away by Strategos. Meyer redirected it towards the middle, but nobody home in green and yellow. And now another chance. Huberschmidt waits up, and he lost the handle by Kemper. Keegan Kemper played some really great defense. Shot in and deflected off the pad of Tomei and into the netting. And I kept talking about the one-on-one defense for the Blue Devils the first game yesterday and this game today, how it works well up front on these shot attempts, and they're able to bail out their goalkeepers. And Oregon just proving that same kind of phase. Limiting Lawrence Tech just to one goal in the first period, and so far no goals on either side as we are past the halfway point of this second period. 7:20 left to go. That one got through the stick of Kuntz. Being pressured by Crows. Cesarini. Up for Kuntz, up for I. I trying to work around Kemper, and that is able to give Peterson the chance to put the glove down. .7:02 left to go. And as we mentioned, Lawrence Tech will not be in action until January the 5th when they take on the Cardinals. Loose puck up for grabs. Grieb and Huberschmidt. Huberschmidt got loose. Trying to wrap around. Cutting in front. Puck is still up for grabs, and now it's a race for it. Picked up by Kuntz. In dangerous territory. Leaves up for Palmquist. Now Crows send it back to the point where Mitchell dumps it in along the boards. This one goes out of play. Officials are waiting for another puck to come in. .625 left to go in the second period. Loose stick. Shot into the glove of Brett Tomei. Right out the face-off. Full head of steam. Off teaser. Reverses it. Got through Pittman. Over to pick it up. Liam Bland. Back to the point. It's heavy. The puck is going around both ways. Mitchell took a big hit on the check towards the middle. Bland, his shot just went wide. Hemi able to keep it in. Bland off his stick. Grebe tried to put it away for the moment, and on a redirect off the skate of Mitchell, it just went by. Pittman, Bland, he had an open chance. It's got loose. Peterson on his backside trying to wrap it in, and he does so into his glove. And for the moment, it's all wrapped up. And meanwhile, there's some hits laid on at Grebe, and Hoftees are going back and forth and still exchanging words. Officials are not going to issue any more penalties, and both teams are having full line changes. And a bit of some updates for you. Both basketball teams were in action earlier today. The men's came out on top 85-78 against the Cardinals of Concordia. And on the flip side, the women's team for Lawrence Tech took the loss by 8, 59-51. Women's has now lost 3 straight in conference play. And now they have one more conference game set up, and it's going to be on the road on December the 16th against the Saints of Aquinas. And speaking of the Saints, they will be in action later on tonight when the women's team takes on Lawrence Tech right here on the Lawrence Tech Sports Network, as that one is sent towards the middle, but we're going to have a penalty coming up, and it's going to be for a cross-check. First power play of the night for Oregon as Garrett Sample is going to go to the box. Four power play opportunities yesterday for the Ducks, all to go to waste via the penalty kill of Lawrence Tech. And that penalty kill upped Lawrence Tech's power play percentage as there's a second chance opportunity. Fix puts it in, blocked in front. Another chance, another save by Tomei. Lawrence Tech's penalty kill was at the 89th percentile in the game yesterday, but after a stellar performance, not able to squandering out 4 power plays for the Ducks. That put the Blue Devils' penalty kill back within the 90th percentile of 90.4. For the Ducks, this is their 48th power play opportunity this year, and they have only put in 8 total power play goals. Puck is still up for grabs off the faceoff. It's won by the Ducks. Dumped off. Sent across, but blocked by Hemi. He'll dump it off towards center ice. Esposito sends it across for Fix. A reversal back. Lawrence Tech not afraid to show a lot of pressure on this penalty kill. And it turned into a shorthanded goal last night. Four minutes left to go in the second period. Fix dumps it in. A fast wraparound. And another clearing, and here's another open chance. Shot, save made by Peterson, as Holston was put in for that short-handed goal. And now again a loose puck. It's going to be picked up by Holston, and he's going to hold on to it here in the neutral zone. Dumped back in. Peterson has to put it in, has to swat it away with a stick. Open chance, shot, and just went sailing high. Now with Micah Glass trying to even up the score at 1. And another chance, and it just went wide of the net. And this is going to be another illegal advancement of the hand. So this faceoff will go back into the neutral zone at the near point. 15 seconds left to go in the Ducks power play. Now the referee is telling the working players that there's a bit of an illegal switch here, and they waited too long to make the switch. So now they got to bring back out the original 5. Face off is up for grabs. Tomei from inside the crease swats it out nearby the blue line, and it's taken back. Another great penalty kill by Lawrence Tech. Sladen trying to keep things moving forward as the Ducks are back to, or Lawrence Tech's back to full strength. Shot in, save it made by Tomei off his pad. Boyles over to Henningsgaard. Handed now from center ice. Dumps it in on a couple of bounces. Stopped by Boyles in front of the blue line. Towards the net, but cut in front. Kuntz could not make an advancing task. Did not get a lot on that pass either. Boyles over to Andres. Cutting in front, Charlie Ward. Ward trying to cut the corner towards the middle. Open chance, a wraparound save made by Peterson. Hofteaser did a pirouette. .206 left to go. Both these teams have put on double-digit shots on goal in this period. Really stretching the limits of both Rodney Peterson III and Brett Tomei. Face-off is won by the Ducks. Off the stick of Minchin. Priest up for Pittman. Pittman shot, save made on a rebound try, they score! Liam Bland makes it 2-0 on the rebound. Bland with his 4th goal of the year, his 2nd in this series. His point total goes up to 11 to give the assist to Avery Pittman. That's his 3rd assist of the year. .148 left to go. And this is going to be an offsides before the shot is taken by Isaiah Stragios. So they also give partial assist to David Hofteaser. That'll be his 9th assist of the year and giving him a point total of 18. 134 left. Face-off is still up for grabs, and it's picked up by Meyer and the Ducks. Good pressure by Palmquist. From the point, off a skate. Save was made by Tomei. Now the other way, Barnish. One-on-one chance. He's able to get around a huge collision, and the puck does not find the net. And now Peterson with a face scrub as the cage came off its bearings. We will see what penalty is issued here. But Rodney Peterson, after the play was blown dead, put a face scrub in on Drake Barnish, and Barnish was tripped from behind, and we will see how they're going to issue this penalty. And if it's against Peterson, he'd still be able to play in the cage for the remainder of this for the entirety of the penalty, and they'll just put an extra player into the box. And it'll be 5-on-4. And now the referee heading over to Ken Gaffney and company on the bench. Barnish, meanwhile, is just skating about the rink. .116 left to go. And for Rodney Peterson, giving up 7 goals last night and 2 more here tonight, has really had a stellar standout game. He's been able to squander off the 3 power play opportunities for Lawrence Tech. compared to the one he gave up just last night. But after a quick visit to the Oregon bench, they will put in a player within the box, and it's going to be Arthur Corbin to volunteer. And this is going to actually be a penalty shot. Barnish, one-on-one. He scores! Drake Barnish makes Peterson pay, and it's 3-0. So after all that, Barnish, his third goal of the series, his 14th on the year. His point total goes up to 22. So it was an interference call, so therefore it was an awarded penalty shot for Drake Barnish, and he makes the best of it. And on top of that, Arthur Corbin was called for an original penalty, but since the play, but that was for the trip up. So this will be the fourth power play for Lawrence Tech. One minute left to go, so this power play will carry over into the third period. Peterson swats it out. Pittman to the point, but he got through Palmquist. Oregon will have a majority line change, sending 3 players out. This is going to be an icing, the 6th against Lawrence Tech when we go back to the Blue Devils zone with 38.7 left to go. So to sort out all the penalties, Arthur Corbin is in the box for the trip on Drake Barnish when he crashed into the net. And then Peterson was issued an interference penalty, which resulted in a penalty shot. And Barnish took care of business on that one to make it a 3-0 game. So 2 goals for Lawrence Tech in this one. Tomei with a quick save off the faceoff. 10 goals given up by Peterson in these 2 games. Lawrence Tech will have the man advantage when we go into the third period. Off teaser with a great maneuver inside. Holding up the engines. 15 seconds left to go. Coons had to go off his stick. Possibly one more final shot, or they might just try to wave it off, but it's cleared away, and that's going to do it for the second period. But an eventful second period of play. A few penalties here and there, but Lawrence Tech takes advantage of it. 1 goal in by Liam Bland, and a penalty shot was put in by Drake Barnish, his 3rd goal of the series. Bland with his 2nd of the series. A comfortable 3-0 lead as we go into our second intermission. We'll be right back for the third period of play in this men's Division I matchup. The Blue Devils have shut out the Ducks for one whole game and so far 40 minutes worth. Lawrence Tech is looking to do just that for another 20 minutes for back-to-back shutouts in a two-game sweep to end 2023 before they come back to WAC play next year. They will have a man advantage for 44 seconds. The 3 goals for Lawrence Tech have come in bunches and almost right after power plays, but the most previous one was on a penalty shot, and now the Ducks trying to look for shorthanded opportunities. They've done so in the amount of power plays that Lawrence Tech has had. Kuntz are on the backside. Gives way to Pittman. Working deep within the LTU zone. A hit right in front of the bench. Baird. That one gets through. The Ducks will squander off a 4th penalty against Lawrence Tech. Matevi leads it off for Palmquist as Oregon's back to full strength. Off the high glass, Peterson from behind the cage. Left it off, but a huge hit. Hunter Voiles, a bit slow to get up, favoring a wrist. Trying to fight through it. Shot in, went wide by Matevi. Another shot, just went out the side. Voiles with a takedown, and that's going to be another penalty coming up as Barnish hit the deck. Hunter Voiles went high on Barnish. And for Drake Barnish, he has been the main point of contact against the Oregon players. And as Voiles heads to the box, he is really favoring that left arm. And it's going to be for a cross check, so 5th power play coming up for Lawrence Tech. Not even 2 minutes into it. Lawrence Tech will have a man advantage, and they will win the faceoff. A skip pass was knocked down in front. That one got through Kuntz. Tomei waits. Palmquist gives it back to Kuntz. Sladen for the Ducks have been really pressuring and nearly had another takeaway right in front of the crease. Fix. Back and forth the puck goes in center ice, but this one's cleared back. And now 3 players out on a change. Sladen remains in there to put on some pressure, and he's doing really good at it. Pittman sends it in. Off the glass. 2 players out on a change for the Blue Devils. 1 minute left to go in the power play. And now another 2 are out. Matevi waits patiently. Had to wait for Stragios to vacate. Barnish across the Ward. A give and go. Off the skate of Matevi. Slap shot in on a redirect. Nearby the net. Barnish tried to get it in. As it was pinned up in the corner. So this will be a face-off from the back in neutral zone, nearby that right wing. 34 seconds left to go. Ward across the blue line gives way to Pillay. Pillay tried to head towards I in the middle. Was deflected. Matevi all the way across. I to the middle. Barnish, the same man. Another chance, and it just went by. Peterson with back-to-back saves. Now lost his stick. And all the while, the Ducks are going to clean off and kill off another power play of the Blue Devils. 5th penalty kill for the Ducks. Knocked down at the blue line. by Andres. Crossfeed, Sergios. Underneath, save made. A rebound chance, and they score! Nick Sladen gets the Ducks on the board for the first time this series. And for Sladen, his 8th goal of the year, his point total goes up to 9. And right before the game yesterday, he was the only member of the Ducks team to average 1 point a game as he was held pointless yesterday. And pointless he is no more here in game number 2 of the series. 16 left to go in this third period. Icing against Oregon, only their second icing of the night. Icings are still 6-2 in favor of Lawrence Tech. It took just over 104 minutes within these two games work for the Ducks to find the back of the net, and they do so here in a crucial third period in which they are only down by 3, and now it goes down to 2 as that one was into the bench and out. And for the Ducks, they are trying to end this 2-game series before going on the road to Kalamazoo to take on Western Michigan before their long break as they head back to the west side of the country. Tobin Fix breaks things up, and now loose puck chance. Fix will get it back. A pass along the boards. Tomei from behind the cage. Off the glass. Caden Hemme. A loft pass past the neutral zone. 2 players out on a change for Lawrence Tech. Into the Duck zone. Fix. Mishandled it. Able to get off the Gagnon. Off the high glass, knocked down. Got knocked down on the check. Shot. Save made by Peterson. Rodney Peterson. Despite the 10 goals given up in this series, the 3 here tonight have been by far his best performance of the series. Despite the one goal given up, the last one in the second period was a penalty shot for the face scrub on Drake Barnish, and then Barnish won the toss of the penalty shot. Chiappetta shot in. Just went wide by Hofteaser. Chiappetta, who has one of the goals here tonight, sent one towards the middle. Nobody home to take a shot. Hofteaser took a bit spill into the boards. Up ahead, Nathan Hannon. A good stick work by Chiappetta, able to clear it out towards center ice. Hannon again will get it. As a high sticking call is David Hofteaser was able to knock it down, but too high up in the air, so this will be a face-off with the Ducks having a full line change from the left wing. Andres able to keep it in on the Ducks' win of the face-off. Pressured by Bland, taken away by Chiappetta. Morsec in the midst of a change, so Chiappetta will wrap it around the boards. Andres to advance it forward for the Ducks. Gives it off for Lars Kroos. Matevi took a big hit from Minchin. Waiting for it, Brendan Priest. Matevi again from behind the cage. Cross pass to Ward. Up ahead. Priest. Feed pass. Pelé thought about it. Held up. Backhanded pass. A cross feed. Matevi. That one got deflected in front. Pelé will reverse it towards the middle again. Nobody home. Matevi knocks it down to the blue line. Able to get around. An off-balance shot. Peterson will stop it right in his tracks. $13-7 left to go in this two-game series. Lawrence Tech with a full line change, and the Ducks will counteract, I should say. In other news across Lawrence Tech, the both men's and women's bowling teams were a part of the third WAC Jamboree. Men's took third place out of 18, and women's took fifth place out of 16. Peterson had to go down for that quick save. Loose puck up for grabs, knocked out in front by Huberschmidt. He put a shot on, but the save was made by Peterson. And another high sticking is called. Kuntz did not realize it, but it was deflected in front on the loft pass. So once again, this will be a face-off in the left wing inside the Blue Devil zone. Inside the face-off circle, make that Maher and I. Face-offs won by the Ducks. Quick shot in, went wide. Fix on a bouncer off the pad of Tomei. Kemper tried to keep it in the blue line. Puck is still up for grabs. Cesarini is down on his knees. I believe the puck is right by his legs, and it's cleared out. Huberschmidt, he's had some open chances tonight. Towards the middle, save way by Peterson. Cutting in front is Pittman. Back and forth along those boards. Coming away with it, Liam Bear. Off the skates of Maher, but on a redirect, Sample was able to get it back, but on that dump in, this is going to be the 7th icing against Lawrence Tech. Back to the Lawrence Tech side of the rink. The men's bowling team for Lawrence Tech has been one of the highest ranked teams across the country within the USBC. And they have had a stellar standout year. And they will have more tournaments coming up, especially a long stretch from the 18th of December through the 21st. We got a penalty coming up here. Sticks were flying all over the place. 2 Oregon players lost their handles on the sticks. And this appears to be going against Lawrence Tech. And Avery Pittman will be the victim heading to the box. Second power play coming up for Oregon. This will be their and if everything appears to be as is, the clock was not running during that last sequence. So Pittman in the box for the slash, I believe. And then a discussion of whether or not they were going to take off more time if the clock was running, but it appears that that is not the case. But for the moment, another power play for Oregon, their 6th of this series. Face-off is won, though, by the Blue Devils. Knocked down the line by Kemper. Off the hand of Glass. Hemi again. A long pass, but spinning puck bouncing behind the cage. Glass and good one-on-one with Sample. Sample gets knocked down by Glass. This one's cleared away. Lawrence Tech with a full change. Going for all the traffic Another chance. A broken stick is loose, and the shot just went by. A stick just snapped completely in half. Towards the middle again. I believe Johan Palmquist is the one with the broken stick. Only has his skates to work with now. Palmquist again will now be playing defender. What a wild sequence. Palmquist being knocked down. He's going to try to keep as many Oregon players off the puck as possible, and he does so for Hofteaser to make a good clear. Bits and pieces of the stick remain on the ice. 30 seconds left to go in the Ducks power play. A bouncing puck as Tomei will scoop it up. .25 seconds left to go now in the power play. Pittman, this is in the box, has only served a total of 2 penalties, this being his third now. And as a discussion between the linesman and the referee, nothing comes of it. Under 10 minutes left to go. A quick shot was deflected off the faceoff. Wrapped around the boards. Fix will pick it up. A stalemate of a hit in open ice, and Sample lays on a hit on Fix along the boards. Another good penalty kill for Lawrence Tech. They've done their fair share of penalty kills so far in this series. Blue Devils back to full strength. A give and go pass was left up for grabs, picked up by Matevi. Here's Hofteaser. A cross pass was too far for Bland. Brzezowski was able to advance it forward. Now Lofter is swatted away by Ward, and it was a late call, but they will call it. An illegal use of the hand as Ward tried to swat it back towards center ice. Once again from the left wing in the LTU zone, a face-off. In that left face-off circle. On a redirect where the faceoff was won by the Blue Devils. Pittman out of the box. Moved it back towards the neutral zone, but it's sent back in. Tomei had to block it from coming into the corner. Off the stick of Hofteaser. He's going to loft it up for grabs. Andres was trying to high stick it down. Off the boards to the point. Ward had a whiff on it. Puck is dancing along the blue line, but taken away by Bland. Towards the middle again, a shot just went wide. And now another stick goes flying. Pittman picks it up. And this is going to be an offsides as Pittman did not realize the puck had crossed the blue line. Thought he had an open chance. But again, this will be back in the neutral zone. 8:11 left. We want to wish everybody a happy holidays. And after tonight, our final home broadcast, women's hockey ranked number 2 in the Central Region. They're taking on the Saints of Aquinas from the D1, from the Division 1. Toys for Tots tonight is here in Farmington Hills. Lawrence Tech wanted a change before the faceoff, but the officials did not allow it, so they have to do it right after the faceoff. A good block up front, and a good takeaway by Priest. Left it up. Holston trying to backhand it. Another chance, saved by Peterson. Mitchell did not get all of it, but dumped in behind the cage. Mitchell is able to stop it with the knee. Gagnon trying to reverse it towards the net on the backhand. This is dumped in, but this is going to be another icing. In fact, no, they wave it off at the last moment. Hickson will pick it up. They sent only 2 players in deep for the attack of Lawrence Tech. Behind the net, the puck is battling around. Scott is able to put it in behind the net. A big hit along the boards. Now 3 players in and out on a change for the Blue Devils. Long pass up for Slayton. He dumps it in. Now the Ducks will have a change of their own. Barnish dumps it off, but a bad pass. Roslovsky, his shot is high and into the net on a tip by Chiappetta. Once again, on a turnover, the Blue Devils are able to bail out Brett Tomei. .6:37 left to go. Face-off is won by Blue Devils. A long feed pass, they got through. And wisely, Peterson holds on to it as he felt the presence of Drake Barnish, who has been an X-factor in this one. Barnish has been that X-factor for the Blue Devils all year round, having the most goals. The only player with double-digit goals this year is also leading in points total with 21 and now make it 22 on his 14th. 6.5 left to go in this game. Final home game of the calendar year for Lawrence Tech. We have one more broadcast left here in the Sports Network. Barnish off his skate, able to keep his possession. Towards the net in the middle, Priest, he holds up. Save made by Peterson, and on the rebound, Peterson will hold on to it. The shots just keep on coming forward for Lawrence Tech, and now they will display a line change. There is some words of discussion between the linesmen and a couple of players, and it looks like some of the captains. Nathan Hannon and Sean Pillay having a bit of a discussion. No harm, no foul. Won by the Blue Devils on the face-off. Shot save made by Peterson. Cesarini off the glass. Picked up by Micah Glass. Fix had it taken away by I. Hubenschmidt. Back and forth the puck goes. It's picked up again by Tobin Fix. On a redirect, Tomei let it go, and then he shot it right at the high glass, cutting in front Matevi. Ward trying to cut around the corner into the Duck zone. Lost his balance, fell down in that shoulder. Bringing things up, Henry Andres. Leaves it over. Sergios, his shot on a redirect, and it went high off the glass. Ward blocks a centering shot, and now it's up for grabs. Here's Hofteaser on a breakaway. Towards the middle, quick shot, save made by Peterson. Rodney Peterson trying to avenge himself of last night's performance, keeping this game where it is at, and which is a 2-goal affair. A half line change for both sides. Into the LTU zone, Pillay. Send it back around for Kuntz. And up to Pillay again. A long shot was blocked in front. Pillay trying to beat Hannon to the spot, make that Mitchell rather. Trying to hit to Pittman, but cutting in front was Grebe. A hit along the boards. It's a real battle for it. It's a scrum. No penalties are issued yet. The fight breaks up as play continues. Priest trying to weave his way in. And once again, Brendan Priest is in the middle of a skirmish. Grebe dunks it in. The Ducks are now putting on a line change. Sample off the boards. They got through Fix. Scott was pressuring. Sladen able to dump it into the LTU zone. Hemi waits for it. Sladen, who has the one goal so far for the Ducks. A quick shot went wide of the net. Another chance, another rebound, and they score! Jackson Henningsgaard makes it a one-goal game with 3:24 left on a rebound. This Oregon team is trying to bounce back and making things a lot more interesting. And for Henningsgaard, that's his third goal of the year. His point total goes up to 5. And now Ken Gaffney trying to plead an argument here. And keep in mind, there was a penalty issued late last night, and it was a technical penalty against the bench in which they had to serve a power play for the remainder of the third period. Lawrence Tech wins that faceoff, and what is now a one-goal game with still plenty of time to spare for the Ducks. A dump in, no icing, stopped at the line by Voiles. Stopped at central ice by Kuntz. A half line change for the Blue Devils. Voiles leads it off. Here's Glass, able to get around. Got to stick up. Voiles again. Glass will throw it towards the net. It was blocked in front. Cleared away towards the neutral zone. Andres will send it in just wide of the net. Matevi was able to clear it past the blue line. And now a redirect around the boards. Ward felt the presence of Glass. He sends it over to Holston. Holston lost his handle and was able to get it into the neutral zone. Brzlowski with the pressure of Hickson. Scott was able to send it back. Lawrence Tech is just purely playing defense at this point as the Ducks have been showing all the offensive pressure. Holston trying to get around Hannon. The Ducks had the good possession for the time being as this one's off the high glass and back into the Oregon side. And interesting call here. I believe they called another icing. And all the while that happened, Oregon decided to call a timeout on the ice. And Ken Gaffney's still hyping mad over something. He's still trying to plead a case, but for the moment, it's a timeout on the ice because here is the scenario. With 1:36 left to go, does Oregon run the chance of pulling Rodney Peterson from the cage to add a sixth player and leave the net empty? We have seen that quite a bit often throughout this year when it comes to facing Lawrence Tech, whether it was men's or women's. It is a high-pressure situation in which you leave your net open for anybody. And Lawrence Tech can easily put a clearing pass that could easily go in to put on an add-on goal to almost seal the deal here tonight. But for what it is, we will see what Jackson Hyman, the head coach, wants to do, and Zachary Roseborough is his assistant. And this Oregon team is a student-driven program founded by students and also funded by students. As this organization is going all over the place, NCAA, ACHA, playing the likes of NAI. No matter what the level is, you can always find great competition across the country. And so they do. It's an empty net for Oregon. The sixth man is on. Henningsgaard, who has the second goal. And now here's the chance. Sample, he cannot put it in, but this will be an icing. And once again, displeasure. And now Ken Gaffney saying like that 4 times now. 8 icings have been called against Lawrence Tech here tonight. They'll actually make it 9. So it'll be a face-off from the left face-off circle in the LTU zone. Brzezinski had to go off his skates. Picked up by Henningsgaard in center ice. On a chip off the high glass, but it went out of play. Actually, it didn't hit the glass. It hit a steel beam that's back there. Time is just ticking away, but it feels like it's going at a slow pace. So inside the neutral zone from that near spot. Face-off is won by the Blue Devils. Barnish will throw it towards the net and cannot put it in. It will be another icing. The whole term of this icing is the fact that since Lawrence Tech is not down a man via penalty, a clearing pass cannot be put in unless they're in the neutral zone. Unless it was tipped by an Oregon player, it is still ruled an icing, and that's the case of King Gaffney. He said 4 times they have done that. Fix, save made by Tomei. We're under a minute left to go here in this game. Fix, or guide by Priest. Fix again, sent to the cross. A shot in, save made by Tomei. Brett Tomei trying to live in the clutch moments to try to hold it to where it's at. This is really coming down to the wire with 50.9 left to go. Fix sends it in. Rebound went wide. Henningsgaard sends it towards the net, went wide. Brzezinski lost the handle. Around the backside of the cage. Sends it in, was blocked in front. Hemi tries to pin it up. Trying to jab it out of there. Towards the middle again, and once again, Brett Tomei is there to put the glove on it. A full line change for Lawrence Tech. The 6 remain out there for the Ducks. After a shutout victory last night, 7-0, the Ducks have really made things interesting in this third period. A hit from behind. Sent towards the net, and they score! Micah Glass puts it in with 16 seconds left, and we're tied at 3. And Brett Tomei slaps the stick against the glass. Lawrence Tech had shut out the Ducks for a game and a half. And that is basically for 2 periods worth. But now this Oregon team has basically almost risen from the dead and has evened things up at 3 apiece. 16.9 left to go. For Glass, that's his 4th goal of the year. His point total goes up to 7. We are going to overtime in the second game of the series. We said that we were going to give you a Christmas present. Well, how about an extra one on top of that? Overtime hockey here in this first game of our doubleheader. So per the overtime rules, it will be 3-on-3. As both teams try to assess what they have in their arsenal. The only team between these two teams, only Oregon has one overtime win this year. Neither team has lost in overtime. And for Lawrence Tech, this is more than likely, and it also is their first ever appearance in an overtime this year. In what is their 18th game, the Blue Devils find themselves in overtime for the first time this year. We have seen a few times this year the D3 team having to really battle it out, and their most recent overtime win was against the Boilermakers of Purdue. A 3-2 finish that was. So, a 5-minute overtime, 3-on-3. The Ducks with the risk paying off in the sixth man. 5 minutes to find out who is victor. Off teaser. Long feed pass up for I. I will hold up the engines against Fix. Fix puts I against the boards. Off teaser coming in front. Sent towards the middle again from Matevi. A quick shot on a redirect. Went wide to the shoulder. Brzlowski able to get around Priest. Holds up. Trying to cut through. Pressured behind by Kuntz. In the middle again. And they score! Oregon wins it in overtime. And they salvage a split in the two-game series against Lawrence Tech. 4-3 the final here. After a 7-0 finish last night, the Oregon Ducks have squandered back and scored 3 goals in the third period to force overtime. And within the first minute of overtime, they win it 4-3. And for Lawrence Tech, the D1 team will not be in action until January the 5th when they take on Concordia. And so stick around, everybody, because to our nightcap, the women's team will be facing off against the Saints of Aquinas for Toys for Tots night. John Stowe signing off for now. We will see you in a moment right back here on the Lawrence Tech Sports Network.